Hi, I'm Debbie Wendt of Wendt Quilting, www.wendtquilting.com. Today I'm going to show you brilliant bindings, mitered corners, and your tail ends. So the mitered corner is your miter at one end of the tool, and if you're sewing a 1/4 inch seam, you're going to stop a 1/4 inch from the edge. So let's look at this corner on the binding. You're sewing a 1/4 inch seam. You're going to put your tool so you mark a 1/4 inch from your upcoming edge. I like to mark the quilt instead of the binding. That way your binding does not slip forward. Then you're going to do your mitered corner. You're going to take it and flip it so your edge is even with the upcoming edge. You're going to flop it on top of itself. To keep that perfect miter, you need to make sure that all your edges are even. And then you continue sewing in the new direction. Now let's go for the tail end. We're going to come across. This is your beginning tail. You lay it flat on your quilt. You open this up. If you have a mitered binding, you already have the 45-degree angle. If you do not, you can use the binding tool to cut your 45-degree angle. The lines on the tool keep you straight, so you know that is a perfect 45-degree angle. You're going to lay the ending tail across the beginning tail. You mark the point of overlap and the angle of that cut edge. That's the pin that you can see in the tail. And there is the point of overlap. Bring the tail off to the side. Lay it flat. You can use a cutting board or you can actually use your scissors. You're going to lay the tool on the mark. There's a 1/2 inch on this end of the tool. The 1/2 inch goes on the mark. The lines on the tool keep you straight. Make that cut. That's a 45-degree angle. Now let's look at what that cut is. So we're going to come to this end of the sample. It has already been cut. The 1/2 inch overlap allows for your 1/4 inch seam on each side. You bring your tails up, do your little 1/4 inch overlap, and you're going to sew your 1/4 inch seam. Once you sew your 1/4 inch seam, when you open that up, that seam now looks like all the other seams in your continuous binding, and it fits in your open area exactly. Let's go to a corner, another side. This is just a sample. So if by chance this angle is cut the other direction, you're going to open up your tail. You bring the ending tail across. We still mark the point of overlap, which is the black line, but let's put a pin in there so you can see it. Are we done? When you bring it off to the side, the tool is see-through. You flip it over, put the 1/2 inch on the mark, and make the same cut.